If we had have just listened to Simon and Judith and Mark and Duncan, you guys would have quarantined everybody coming into the country. You would have stopped Kiwis coming into the country. It would have been an absolute disaster and mess. We've done bloody well, haven't we, Duncan? You know, you guys have got to celebrate something.
The suspected case of coronavirus that we reported earlier today has been confirmed. We were prepared. We are prepared. This is exactly the scenario we expected would arrive.
Brace for level 4. The Prime Minister put the country at level 3 at lunchtime. The full lockdown of level 4 will be firmly in place by Wednesday. The alternative, to use the Prime Minister's own words, was that tens of thousands of New Zealanders die.
I am not afraid because we have a plan.
I don't know whether or not it's fair or unfair to question, was there a plan? Was it being stuck to?
Going hard and going early gave us the very best chance.
And what's hard and early mean? If you look at contemporaneous headlines, it doesn't really seem like people were on the same page until middle of March or so, when everything changed, this sort of pervading panic.
The rush is on to get home before midnight on Thursday, when officially the whole country will be in lockdown. Stranded airline passengers are trying to book last-minute flights with Air New Zealand, while ferries are booked up and at full capacity.
Anyway, due to the public buy-in, the government probably wouldn't feel the need to even respond. No real need to defend because the public have confidence in what has been achieved and what the government is doing. They just dismiss it.
Why don't we just congratulate ourselves, Duncan, congratulate this government and Jacinda Ardern, who I think was voted the best communicator in the world.
The move into lockdown came with a catchphrase.
We must go hard and we must go early.
Going hard and going early has put us in a good position.
I don't think anyone would argue that going hard and going early has had a good response.
The business community bought into this idea of go hard, go early. Was it too hard is the question, I guess, but the history will answer that.
I think hard may have needed to be coupled together with early and drilled into us as a daily mantra, because the earliness is actually somewhat questionable. We became so familiar with the line that after a while, I think it stopped even needing to make sense anymore. And another thing, we were given the hard and early line a few days before the level 3 and 4 lockdown were announced.
In New Zealand, we have moved to fight by going hard and going early.
If the hardness wasn't the lockdown itself, and the hardness wasn't at the border, because we subsequently know that that's not how it happened, what was the initial hardness? You want to go with a powerful syllable or something, I don't know. I wonder if it's just a line and it doesn't really mean anything. But I don't know, maybe that, you know.
Decisive action, going hard and going early.
I hope we don't just end up going soft too quickly.
Why is hard seen as a good thing? Like at the border, for sure, you go hard and early at the border, then presumably you wouldn't need to be hard elsewhere because, you know, it's only got one way of coming in. I don't know, I didn't go to university. You can say decisive action, we went hard. Is that really the most intelligent response? It sort of seems like the easy thing to do. More nuance would have better suited a whole lot of industries and individuals, I would have thought. The government has a wealth of talented, capable ministers. You'd think they could delegate, like, first case, okay, non-supermarket grocery outlets, you know, bakers and all that. See if we can coordinate with them. So if things get bad, remember, we got another whole 4 weeks to go before things do get bad. Some way to accommodate them so they can operate as per usually as is possible. If things get bad, because we have a plan, remember, in 4 weeks they will, but we don't know that right now. Like, we don't know that, but we have a plan, so we've taken it into consideration, I would have thought. So at least people don't have to lose their jobs and stuff. Again, we got 4 weeks to sort this out. No one's asking the impossible of you. I mean, we actually got longer than that. We actually had a few months.
We have been prepared for this scenario, and we are now enforcing all of the protocols we've long had in place.
What were all the politicians doing that whole time? I mean, David Clark, we saw, was doing some stuff. Lees Galloway was probably buried in his work as well. Yeah, I make fun, but that was bullshit, by the way.
Our pandemic plan has been operationalised for some time. I am not afraid because we have a plan.
But was there a plan?
There wasn't a playbook for COVID. There wasn't a playbook for the recovery. And speaking frankly, there hasn't been much of one for what's happened this entire term.
So what do you get when you combine the words hard and early?
Hey, look, Ben Hurley is here. Welcome, Ben.